What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning into Sim's Vessel, where valiant, eclectic Samaritans share everyday lessons. It's your girl, Sim. Thank y'all so much for tuning into my podcast, where we will speak the truth, never hide but heal, and keep that shit all the way real. Let's face it, life does not come with a manual, so we go through life making dumbass decisions, constantly battling with who we are now versus who the hell we want to be, and no damn roadmap on how we plan to get there. We're just lost, trying to figure it out the best way we know how. And on top of that, we let our pride and ego stop us from asking for help. Let's break these generational curses, y'all, together and level up. We are only going to get one shot at life. We do not have fucking time to waste, okay? Let's get it. Welcome back to the 9th episode in the Free Your Mind question series. We're going to go ahead and start with the quote. If you have the ability to look forward, then be brave enough to heal the obstacles standing in the way of your true self. So the first question for the 9th episode is, what kind of advice on life would my old self give to my current life? Am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others or of my own? How do I distinguish them from each other? Okay, so we're just going to jump right into it. The advice I would give my old self / version of myself would be tailored around love, time, and legacy. Let me break it down so it makes sense to y'all. Let's start with love. If I was giving advice to my old self, I really would have touched on these specifics related to love. The first thing is I would tell my old self to be clear on the boundaries. So it distinguishes your expectations and your standards. So no one can come along and have you discrediting your worth and your fucking value. You have to make sure you set them damn boundaries so that you're always showing up for yourself. If you find other people around you that can show up for you, that's a bonus. But the necessity is that you show up for your damn self. The second point, love yourself in its entirety before you ever fix your fucking mind and heart to expect someone else to love you and love you more than you are showing up for yourself. I just told y'all. Loving yourself every day gives you strength and a profound sense of confidence that is unshakable to anyone the fuck else. So when you're finding your life partner or engage in discussions on a type of relationship / bond / boundaries and expectations that caters to the both of your feelings, your vulnerabilities, wants, and desires. And if they don't, then you won't bat a fucking eye and you'll go ahead and get the fuck out of Dodge because you ain't got no time for that. If you don't take the time to love yourself first, you will attach yourself to the first person making you feel good / wanted in one way or another. That may be suitable for right now, in the moment, for your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul, but it's not what you really need. It's not what's going to really feed your soul. You see what I'm saying? And the way that it ain't, it's fucked up energy. Imposter syndrome, which is no longer knowing who the fuck you are, having that low self-esteem, codependency, and toxicness and destruction. And I'm dead ass. You don't believe me? Some shows out there on TV One, that particular show, For My Man. You just come along and just allow any old damn body to come and tell you who you are and how you need to show up and what you need to do. And then you go along on this goddamn roller coaster ride. And next thing you know, your ass is in jail. Sometimes for life, depending on whatever crime your ass done committed. Getting caught up and allowing somebody else to drive the goddamn car of your life. No, and no. So hear me good. You better think for yourself. You better love yourself first and foremost. Always. Somebody else loving you is a bonus. Because your life can change in an instant because you left yourself wide open for someone to tell you who you should be, how you should act, what you should wear, what you should do, etc. All because they told you they love you. Love is an action, and anyone who uses it as words only will create and change that motherfucking story on your ass in a heartbeat. And that's going to be hard for you to break away from because you are now addicted to their stories, aka motherfucking lies. Only trust actions. that your two fucking eyes can see. Don't be out here just listening to words. Because all of this is a resume. And when you show up for an interview, don't motherfuckers lie? Don't they beef up this damn resume? And the next thing you know, you looking at them like, hold on now. You ain't matching who the fuck is on this damn paper. It's the same thing in relationships. It's the same thing in partnerships. Just because they came with a whole, dictionary worth of fucking words, if the action don't line up, then it's a fucking lie. And there's no other way to look. It's a lie. If it ain't what it is, it's a fucking lie. And we are just we're in so much denial that we don't want to admit that I knew you was lying from the jump. What you said ain't make no damn sense. And here I am going crazy, trying to fix my brain cells to understand this foolishness coming out your damn mouth. No. So you better pay attention to the action. But if you choose the action option, you never have to worry or guess because it's happening in front of your fucking face. And clearly, you can see just how much the words match or have no relation at all, which is AKA what? A lie. A motherfucking lie. All right, I'm just making sure y'all understand. This is what I would tell myself, because this is what I tell myself still to this damn day. But this is definitely advice I wish I would have had a head fucking start in. Okay? I would also tell my old self that love is a risk. So the more emphasis you place on healing and loving yourself, the better your chances are at attracting a partner with balanced levels perfectly paired with you to combat your individual struggles. Partnership is nothing to fucking play with. So don't allow ego, shallowness, and others to dictate the qualities in a partner that you need. Not the fuck them, that your ass need. You're not out here living in a relationship for somebody the fuck else. You need to make sure that the person that you are with and the partner that you have chose is somebody who's going to push you. It's somebody who really got your fucking best interest at heart, regardless if your ass can see it or not. You have to choose a partner that will challenge you in the ways you need to grow and overcome the difficult parts of your bubbling up trauma and triggers. Not a partner that is enabling your ass to stay stuck, live in victimhood, and encourage your state of fucking denial and delusion. If you gonna date somebody like that, you might as well just be by yourself. Because they not out here checking for you. They not out here looking out for you. They don't even give a damn that you out here looking damn dumb. So why would you attach yourself to that? No, ma'am. You better listen up. Now, you're going to have to go through a few of these little knuckleheads so you can get it right. Because, life is experience. And you only can experience life through fucking trials and tribulations. Don't take it for granted. Everybody that you're going to come up against is going to be a test or a testimony. And you need to figure out exactly what you want. So when you go through these experiences, don't be hard on yourself. Don't feel like you got to get it all and have it all together. That's not how life works. It's okay. This shit might have tore your ass up. Might have tore you a whole fucking new one, this last relationship. But it was a test, and it was also a lesson. So what did you learn? What the fuck can you apply for next time? What do you need to tweak? What do you need to fucking implement? What do you need to do going forward so that you feel like you're in a better balanced state of trying to go out for a relationship or trying to be with somebody, but you got to make sure you take care of you. You cannot be indecisive about who the fuck you are and how you want to show up in the world and be in a healthy relationship, because you're going to need to communicate to that partner. And you're going to need to let the motherfuckers know, like, look, I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Okay. I don't know, but something wrong. And I just want to let you know that. So you ain't out here thinking that it has anything to do with this damn relationship. But when you don't address these things and you get with people, you're not going to always be with people that have your best interests at heart and that will help you battle through some of your toughest fucking seasons and vice versa. Sometimes you're going to be, depending on your energy and depending on your vibration level, you might end up fucking with somebody that's going to take advantage of you. That's going to really pry and look at all your vulnerabilities and figure out a way to use them to keep you submissive or to keep you in doubt and, in disbelief about who you are and how much of a gift you are to this world and to yourself and in that fucking relationship. So you got to be really careful. And that's why I tell people sometimes when you're unhealed from anything stemming around love, anything around your heart chakra, anything dealing with any kind of trauma relationship wise, of being in a monogamous relationship or, polygamous relationship or, swinging or even a relationship with yourself, you got to get real clear on the things that's triggering you, because if you're not at a good place of healing, you won't be able to see the red fucking flags in front of your damn face because you're so thick in it. And we all know when you're so thick into something, you can't fucking see it until it's hindsight. Until you done made it the fuck out or you done got further along in the nonsense, that's when you're able to see it. Which is not good. That feeling don't taste good. That salt is hard for the wounds. So you better listen up, girl. Listen up. Now we're going to move on to time. Let's move on to time. I would tell my old self not to waste any fucking time. Don't do it. You cannot get it back. So make sure you appreciate every fucking second, minute, and hour of breath that enters in your body. Stop putting shit off until tomorrow, the first of the month, the New Year's resolution. I'm good for that shit. I used to be because I've been working on all of it. I know my struggles, okay? And that's why I don't try to just say, okay, on the first. If I say I'm starting tomorrow is tomorrow. I don't give a damn what day of the week it is anymore. Before me, anybody that know, they know I wouldn't start anything unless it was a Sunday or a Monday. Like just for some reason in my mind, that is the start of my goddamn week. However, now, no, sometimes when you want to adapt something new or you want to try something new, it ain't always going to be on a Sunday or a motherfucking Monday. You're going to have to jump in and get in where you fit in. So just keep praying for me, y'all, because I'm working on it, but I've been holding myself accountable. So stop putting that shit off till all the perfect, the perfect beginning of time for you to start. No, do it whenever the fuck you need to do it and start right away. Or at the first time slot opening up in your damn life when your plate ain't so full. You need to also be careful of how you speak to yourself and some of the rigid goal deadlines you put in place that is unrealistic. None of this, and in no way, shape, or form, was going to give you some rest. Was going to allow you to process. Was going to allow you to decompress. None of this shit. You just kept going like your battery is just, it's going to go forever and ever. It's not. So you need to be really careful with how you set up your life and set up your plan and your goals and the things that you want to accomplish, and make sure you always take time for rest. You got to treat yourself like a damn human being and forgive yourself if you go off track and land your ass on a detour, or if you running behind / late, and if you need to push back a start date or an end date, because shit is going to happen because you cannot control life. Life be tearing our asses up. And it happens to the best of us. We all have good seasons and bad seasons. So you're going to have to truck it because it's a part of the damn journey. And if you think you can control it, just go ahead and stop. Why the fuck you ahead, girl? I'm telling you, old self, it ain't going to work, okay? Some shit is just more powerful than you. You just need to get with the goddamn program on making sure you're realistic about the things that you want to accomplish and that you still rest. Create multiple plans. You got to create multiple fucking plans in case you need to abort and improvise. Don't forget to live in a moment and take in a good deep breath to ground yourself throughout your day, because it really centers and sends that signal to your body and to your soul that we good. We good. Yes, this day was not the best of days. Too many motherfuckers came and tried me. However, I'm still breathing. I'm still in good health. I didn't lose my shit. Things could have been worse. We put so much power on the things that happen to us as if it's not a part of life. It is. There is no make-believe land where everything is all good in the hood. That don't exist. That ain't there yet, It's levels to this shit. We ain't the fuck there at that level. So stop trying to treat it like that. And you need to also make sure you optimize your time, old self, so you can get the best results and crush multiple projects and goals at the same fucking time. But don't be overcrowding your plate like I told you before. You have to fucking chill. You're not running a race, okay? You just living your life. Everything is not a rush. It doesn't have to be. You have to live in the moment so you can really relish in the experience, in the lesson, in the testimony of whatever it is that you are experiencing. The people and things and events in your life will allot for different commitments of your time. So make sure you find the right balance you need to stay true to you, your needs, and your healing before ever fucking trying to show up, uplift, and assist another fucking person. Because you can't pour from an empty ass cup. And retreating, relaxing, recharging, and praying are also priority time slots that you need and that you can use to feel the most balanced, good-spirited, vibrate high, and at peace. To continue on the journey of life for yourself and as a guide for others. You cannot help if you are in the business or if your passion or if something that you enjoy pertains to helping out other people. You cannot. You have is negligence. You can't do it. It's very, very neglectful. You cannot go out there and try to help all these damn people or try to give to others and you have not given to your damn self. It's not good for them and it damn sure ain't gonna be good for you. So be careful with that. Most of us want to help. You got some selfish motherfuckers out here, but we still praying for them. But most people want to help other people, but do a good service. And finally, we have legacy. Old self, I'm gonna need you to be very intentional on getting clear on who the fuck you are and how you want to show up in the world. Clearly define your morals and belief systems so you can strategize a life around the things, people, and acts that allow your heart to stay open, willing, pure, and free. The ultimate goal doesn't change. But you really need to. And the way that you can do this is by your interests, your activities, your passions. They should always align with the legacy you plan to leave behind and honor. Use that as a guide and as a way to gauge if the thing or person currently attached to you and your energy to determine if this is a good fit for you in your life. If it does not add towards the steps that you're trying to reach for your ultimate goal or your legacy, then is a detour. You can use it for an experience, but make sure you only allow a little bit of time for that. Don't be allowing all this goddamn time to be engaged in foolishness because it's not getting you anywhere. Yes, you need to enjoy life, but you need to be enjoying these passions that's going to make you feel and vibrate the most high. Not these things that's draining your goddamn battery and making you feel like you on fucking dead. No. And that's not helping you get to your goal. If it's not going to lead you to the goal in life you see for yourself, then why hold on to it? Why do we continue to engage or share our time with people or things we no longer resonate with? As I venture through my life, I constantly ask that question. I don't take it personal, and it helps me to put a period on that shit. Process it, and then move the fuck on to the positive replacement, or I just flow until the universe sends me the next guided steps. If you're still struggling and feeling like you're lost, confused, or indecisive about the best decision for you, then review the facts and the facts only. Anything you've seen, you heard, and know to be true. Actionable facts. Use it. And you can fucking do a pros and a cons list. I always suggest this. Pros and cons list, and I'm telling you now, you need to make sure your ass is brave enough to face the outcome and decision you need to make at the end of your fucking homework. Because if you don't sit down and you struggling with a situation, and you really sat there and ponder on it and you went through your checklist of pros and cons, and the cons outweigh the pros, and there is no chance of effort on whatever other end or with whoever you dealing with, let it go. Let it go. Sometimes you got to put a period on shit right then and there. Sometimes it may be a period forever. You don't know. You just got to trust that, and you got to move in the right direction. And if you move in the right direction, and then the things will move in the right direction for you. But if you move in the opposite direction of what the fuck is calling your spirit, then it's not ever going to balance out for you to reach your goal, if that makes sense. So however the hell you need to digest it, put it in your damn brain, and keep it at your forefront so you can make sure you're activating it. And then the other question is, am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others or of my own? How do I distinguish them from each other? I live according to my own fucking expectations because this is my life. And only I can and should decide how the fuck I want to live it. You can take advice. I tell y'all this all the time. You can take advice and suggestions from others, but not as a way to determine the exact steps on how you should live your life. Again, you have the power over yourself and you in your life, and you should act according to your own standards and expectations of what that should be. Leaving your life in someone else's hand is dangerous and can lead you down the path of dependency. Constantly waiting for someone else to line up the events and experiences of your life is a fucking no-go. You're supposed to fuck up. You're supposed to make mistakes, choose the wrong path, all that good shit. Because it's a part of the learning curve and helps to shape and mold you to the best version that lives inside of who you are. The way you can distinguish if you're living for yourself or for others is in one simple question. Is this next step I'm about to take my decision, regardless of whatever the outcome would be? Or am I going to go along with this next step, not to upset, disappoint, or challenge whoever else is putting me up to it? No, ma'am. That's how I determine if I'm living for myself or for somebody else. If you're concerned about how other people are going to feel and what other people are going to do, then you're not living for you. You're living for them. But when you know, regardless of however the outcome going to be, and it might be a fucking 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, however, percentage chance of the opposite person being upset or being bothered, feeling away or affected in some kind of fucking way, not your problem. And then stop making it your fucking problem, because if you're going to keep making it your problem, that's going to be one of the main pillars you use to judge the experiences in your life. And then you're going to get caught up in being in this goddamn cyclone of living for everybody else, just so that you don't step on somebody else's toes. No, ma'am. Sometimes you got to step on a toe, a fucking leg, an arm. Shit, sometimes you got to step on somebody's fucking neck if they playing with you. Your life is not for fucking play. And so if you have to do what you need to do, then that's what the fuck you got to go ahead and do. And if they don't understand it, tough shit. You know how many people's on this earth? Over 70 billion. You know how many people's on this motherfucking earth? I'm pretty sure you can find you a new one. Hell, you even build your goddamn robot if you're looking for a friend or a partner or whoever. That damn bad. But you have to live for you regardless. Because if you live for you and if it goes left, then you only have yourself to blame. But if you're living for somebody else, you upset, double fucking time. Because now somebody else done got you in some bullshit and now you mad at yourself because you don't went along with it. Hell no. I done been on that road too many fucking times. So old self, get your shit. Please, get it together. Get it together, because I am the one living with the goddamn consequences, okay? And picking up the pieces. That's what I would tell myself. But I still be talking to my current fucking self. Get your ass together, girl. We got stuff to do. Why are we more concerned with not letting down someone else? But we are perfectly fine and comfortable with letting ourselves down over and over and over again. Well, no more. Okay? No fucking more. I do not concern myself with the reactions of others for decisions I make for myself in my life, unless the current situation or decision will directly impact their life in some way. And let me break it down for y'all and give y'all examples, because I could tell some people like, what the fuck she mean? Don't worry, I got you. For example, if you want to change your lifestyle, let's say you want to work out, get active, and change your eating habits. This decision is all on you, because the changes you plan to make will only directly affect your ass. But let's say you want to take a job in another state, but you're currently involved in a committed relationship. You would need to have a conversation with your partner on the idea, the effects, and steps that can get you there. If your partner chooses not to share your perspective on the job and the relocation, then you need to decide if it's worth it enough for you to end your current relationship for a new change that may set you up for a future of success. Or you can find the same feeling and experience you are seeking in the current state you are in to stay in this relationship and further create a life with one another because you feel like it's worth it. That's an example that can go either way. And that's how you need to decide when you're up against tough shit. Because you can't be worried about how the fuck it's going to affect somebody else unless it directly affects them. If it is your life, it's your decision, and you are the only one that's going to have to, really reap those consequences, then why are you concerning yourself with everybody else? Leave everybody the fuck else in the damn room. Go figure out your life and make sure you show up for yourself. Make sure you love yourself. Make sure you make the best of your motherfucking time, old self, and that you leave this legacy one person at a time, one blessing at a time, one testimony at a time. There is no race. Just live the best of your life and of these experiences to the fullest. So I really hope my answers to these questions help anyone struggling in this area or similar areas, because y'all know your girl be going through it too. So y'all know what time it is. It's time for you guys to ask yourself, what kind of advice on life would your old self give to your current life? Are you living according to the expectations and dreams of others or of your own? How do you distinguish them from each other? Ask yourself these questions so you make the best of every day of your damn life and hold yourself accountable for how it is playing out. And I will talk to you guys in the 10th episode of the Free Your Mind question series. Bye. That's it for this episode, y'all. As always, thank you for tuning in to Sims Vessel Podcast. I really appreciate the love and support. I pray you were able to take away something from this episode or pass it along to somebody in need. Remember, a seed can't grow unless you water it. So get your ass up and bless up. I love y'all. Later.